I just thought I'd do a quick walk around video of a little 17-foot Montauk. This is a really nice survivor quality boat that I bought from its original owner just about 100 miles away here in Georgia a couple months ago. And he wanted to spend more time with a larger, more fishing oriented boat, even though he had bought this brand new in 1987. It was just too much for him to deal with at that point in his life, and it showed a little bit. It looked like the bilge had flooded at one point. There was a bunch of pine needles and filth up under the console, and the bilge pump wasn't working, no great surprise, and there were a lot of things really that weren't working, from the switches to the stereo to the motor wasn't running real good. But I fixed all that, and it got a new Garmin fish finder, and it got a new bilge pump, and it got a lot of wiring fixed, and it got a lot of cleaning done, and it had a trolling motor removed. Now, he didn't just leave it for dead. It did have a new fuel tank a few years ago, and the carburetors were rebuilt. That's the original Evinrude. The oil injection is gone, so no worries there. The batteries are newer. They're decent. But a lot of stuff got cleaned up by me. I've been running it up on Lake Greenwood for about a month, and I don't know what I want, but I think it's going to be something a little different than these whalers, even though I've owned several of them and grew up around them. I like boating more than I like fishing, so maybe on to the next adventure. Maybe I keep it for a little while, but we will see. By the way, this is the original Shoreline galvanized trailer. Replaced the wheels and tires were actually the original, and yes, they were the original tires. One of them, actually, I'll give you both of them as a spare, but one of them I mounted up as a spare tire just in case one of the new radials went bad. But you'll see that you won't find a much cleaner, not ever bottom painted, not ever refinished. Really nice original teak just about everywhere. Amazing condition, and due to mostly having been kept either on this trailer in his garage near Lake Oconee, or on his boat lift, which was covered also behind his house on Lake Oconee. Bought new in Atlanta, or the Atlanta suburbs. Just moved about 100 miles from there, moved another 100 miles here to Augusta, another 60 or 70 miles up to Lake Greenwood, and back. She was in salt water one time down in Florida, probably late 80s, early 90s, that's per him, and said he never operated it again in salt water, which is very believable, and it shows. But there you go, 17-foot, 1987, a Boston Whaler Montauk.